Mahala Monday it is. Thank you very much for joining us. There you are. Yeah, I am. And there she is, Rhoda.
Yes,
Hello.
in our rugby tops. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
What up?
What up? Did you enjoy your rugby, Dougal? You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
We'll chat about it later, Dougal.
Yeah. Do you know it is going to be a good program? Where I just go, what up? Like, it's like there's no cares. There's no formalities. You know what I mean? Like when you meet a priest, you're just like, oh. You know what I mean? You just calm. That's how I feel, man. What a great weekend it has been.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And thank you for being part of this, because Mahala Monday is coming to you live right now. And of course, you can be part of this. So we look forward to your questions, your comments. I'm sure you are in a boisterous mood, so you got a lot to ask. And please, Rhoda is awaiting your questions, man. Please put it to her. Please help me here. And also, you got to like and share this, okay? Subscribe and hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Do that. Do the thing you need to do. And obviously, it is, if you're wondering why, because we dressed like this because of a certain season. You get the Christmas season, and then once every 4 years you get the season where this and that, they hold aloft a certain trophy to show dominance, which basically means, because what's the next level? Once we win the World Cup, when Venus and Jupiter and Mars and the aliens want to play rugby, that's the team that... Who's your world champs? I mean, you know what I mean? That's the team that's got to play it.
That's universe champs.
So that's how it is. Anyway, so looking forward to the show. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, so,
before I go further. So you would recall that we told you got to predict the score. And then we're going to give away a prize. Ta-da! We got a great prize. And keep watching, because we will announce the winner. To guess the score, predict the score.
It was the closest.
Closest to the, all of that. And I can tell you who wasn't the winner, but keep watching. We'll tell you shortly.
Way off.
All right.
So, Dougal, obviously, this is, again, we're giving you information. It's our opinions. It is information we get from social media. So we
I was going to ask, where do you find these things?
It's having to sit, it's like the team, there's a whole team, Dougal. So everybody sits and gets information, what happened over the weekend, what happened today, what is going on around us. So it is from social media, and we just kind of touch on it and give our opinions on this as well. So the first thing that popped up, Dougal, which was quite sad, I only found out today, by the way. So today, guys, remember, it's Mahala Monday. Zulu Minister Mangosuthu Buthelezi passed away. Now, the other day we celebrated his birthday. 95 years old. It was quite a shocker. So, that was...
Over the weekend he's passed, and he's been... It's been a pivotal, especially in the South African... It's difficult to imagine the South African landscape, political landscape without him.
Without him.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. So he was one of those guys that you would put... Not like Madiba, but one of those people that would have been there during that era. So this is another era and as I said, our previous president, Mandela, that is where I would kind of fit him in. So that was one of the things to go. Then today marks the history basically of the 9/11.
Oh yeah, it's 20 years, isn't it? 22 years.
Is it how many? 22 years ago? So the 9th of the 11th, remember, I don't know where you were, but I was at home, and my sister-in-law had just moved to the US, and the first thing I did was like, we need to get hold of her. But the lines were jammed, the internet was jammed, because everybody was obviously concerned. And you're sitting there, and next minute you're looking, and next minute the next tower goes down. And you're like frantic, because you worried about your family members. Because that time she wasn't in New York, she was New Jersey, which was close to New York. So it was a bit of a stressful time. I remember the day very clearly.
I remember I remember the day clearly as well. It was quite a thing.
It was.
Quite a thing, yeah.
Things was happening as we were watching at the end of the day.
Yeah, quite a thing. So 22 years.
22 years.
22
Can you believe
years.
it? And they said nearly 3,000 people that was basically killed after the planes that was hijacked crashed into the buildings, basically. And some of the planes actually just crashed, not into buildings, but yeah.
Let me ask you this. Different thing. At the time, the argument for why an attack like that would happen, and we understand motivations for terrorists. I might not understand it because, somebody's terrorist, somebody's freedom fighter. Do you think, as humans, and do you think that we've made progress to eliminate those sort of things from? Have we been, because the first act, anybody's going, you just got to be humane. Do you think we've made progress for the better?
Jeez, Dougal, that's a good one.
Do you know what I mean? It's I always think. I mean, that was a horrible day. It's a stain. There's a stain on.
It is, and there's a lot of basically, hearsays and things that kind of they said had happened behind. We can't mention. Don't want to mention.
But what I mean is, Rhoda, even if you got a difference of opinion, do you think we've just made progress where we can actually? I don't agree with you. You don't agree with me. I know that you know that. But at least have we made progress where I can say, okay, I know we don't agree, but just let's talk. Do you think we've
certain nations, not all nations. So
we've made progress as people,
some bullies.
as people,
as
a global citizen?
I would say definitely, but the sad part, Dougal, is that we all are ruled by politics, and the people up there, we're just less than the people down here. So they got more say than us. So as much as we're going to say, no, don't go do it, they'll just do their own thing, go in and shoot and bomb and do whatever they want.
And the reason I'm saying this, I mean, yeah, obviously over the last 2 days, because of Mangosuthu Butulezi's passing over the weekend. I mean, there was somebody in the South African political landscape that didn't necessarily agree with everybody. I mean, I remember all the fighting in terms of Ankatha and the African National Congress at the time. But they got together.
They got together.
Do you know what I mean? So there's definitely huge progress. And that's what you want for mankind. But anyway, I know it's a bit dark. Let me not be dark.
So talk about that. So going then, so apparently, you went on about Thabo Bester. Remember that time when Thabo Bester, your man. So you say your name, Dougal. Natipa Makudumane.
Whoa, Makudumane. There she is.
Flipping good.
Look at her.
Yeah. So
she hot.
You see why she's so angry? Look at that face. You know why she's so angry?
She's posing for the camera. Look at that. Because she's kookaloo. Yeah. Look, check at her, man.
They denied her bail. And they said she deemed as a flight risk. So that's why that face is looking like that.
Of course they were going to deny your bail. Yeah. You escaped, Lovey. What did she expect?
They denied her bail. I mean, they brought her in with a plane because she basically tried to skip the country. I mean, yeah. She was denied her bail.
Was she surprised?
She was angry. She was upset, apparently, because you know what? She actually thought that she was going to. So,
yeah. Listen, Rhoda, I love chocolate. I steal chocolate, not from businesses, but from my children. You buy the family chocolates. When I walk past the cupboard and I'm in that vicinity, my kids already... They look there because they know I have a history, and then they always like, but where's the... What did you expect?
Exactly.
Nadipa.
Yeah. And then
I'm not surprised, and I'm glad they denied the bail, because a little bit upset that they denied the bail. Yeah. Because imagine what story would have been next? Chapter 2.
Yeah, there would have been basically chapter 2, episode 1.
Another creative move.
Then you brought in some news when you walked in by the door, because apparently it was hot off from the press.
Yeah, it just happened. It just literally happened an hour ago. The news broke or so with the impeachment hearing of the South African Public Protector, Busisiwe Kubane, who's now been officially removed from office. Parliament voted. There was a sitting. They voted, and it was 318 yes to the removal. And just over 40 that said no, and one abstention. So, very first public protector, obviously, to have been impeached and removed from office now. So, yeah. And the interviews for the new public protector started a while ago, when the term ends.
Did you see that videos?
Yeah. So, that's
where
it is.
You need to do yourself a favor and go look at some of those videos.
From?
Basically, the interviews that was happening.
Yeah, I'm upset that nobody asked me to go for it. You know what I mean? I'm really... Hubert says, Dalai Lama said, in the practice of tolerance, one's enemy is the best teacher. And that is brilliant. And I think Hubert is answering the question what I asked earlier.
Exactly.
Have we made... Do you know what? I mean, I within my friend circle, this is what we always talk about.
Yeah.
It's got to be humanity first. It's got to be... It's got to be benefit for all first, and less I, more we. It's got to be like that a little bit more. And I think we're moving towards it. I certainly never applied that principle my whole life, but I am definitely applying it now in my whole life and future life.
Yeah.
Except, of course, when the bail gets denied because you wanted to
You want to skip the
get
country.
out of here. It's getting hot.
Some funny news, Dougal. Some funny news. Seeing it, we had quite a bit of serious news going there at the end of the day. So, are you aware of the fact, China had at one stage where they said no, only, I think they had one kid.
Yeah, you couldn't have,
you couldn't have more than two
no,
kids,
it was bad,
if I'm not mistaken. So, they're sitting with a predicament at the moment. So, I know there was one ad where, not an ad, it's a documentary I watched where there was more adult nappies in the shops than baby nappies. So, so now they said that if you basically 25 and younger, because the decline of national birth rate is so low, they prepared to give any person that's too younger than 25, listen to this one, 1,000 yang, which is $137. So $137 in South African rand is 2,585 rand and 16 cents.
To get married.
To get married under the age of 25.
And this is in this county, Gangshan.
Gangshan.
Changshan. There's the name, Changshan.
That's China's eastern
Yeah, I've been there before. I proposed. Didn't go well.
Didn't go well. But you're overage.
So Changshan.
You have to be under 25. Sorry, man. You just missed the boat. You just missed the boat.
Come now, I'm on the... So, let me get this right. So, Changshan.
Yeah.
If you... Under 25, is this to both the man and woman or the bride? If the bride...
If the bride is the age of bride.
So even I don't understand what the problem was.
Dougal, once you start hitting over the age of 25, it becomes a little bit more of a trying to get babies. So if you're younger, it's easier to have babies.
So you can still do sugar daddy. Do you know what I mean? Like an older man, because the woman is getting the money. And when I was there, I was walking around with the whole sign, man.
Were you?
I don't think the people read English. The point is, you know what I mean? No, man. And this is because this is a bit back to front. I mean, already we got a huge... I don't know how I feel about this. China had the thing, too many people on the planet, let's limit because we're growing like that. That's why they did it.
That's why they did it.
Obviously, they forked it off for global benefit, but it was more for the internal benefit. So let's be very honest, that was their agenda. And I pray, because we could all buy into it and support it. Now, obviously, mortality is not, or birth rate is not what it is.
That's not what it is.
You heavy on the elders' end.
Exactly.
So now you need to incentivize, and at least in the country. Now, it could be, I mean, remember, in terms of geographical landscape, China's huge.
It's huge.
So there could only be 6 people there. So once all 3 of them are married, surely this number is going to go up.
It's
supply and demand, Rhoda. It's supply and demand. Surely 2,500 rand, compare that to Sasa for the wedding. And the Chinese weddings big.
I don't know. If it's
I know Indian weddings is like 400,000 people.
Yeah.
And Hubert says you can't be happy all your life. Someday you must get married.
Alfonso told me this.
And fair enough.
Alfonso?
For 2,585, how unhappy do you want to be, baby?
Unhappy do you want to be? And now I'm thinking, geez, I mean, if I'm thinking of South Africa now, some people...
They
I
should
won't
do
mention
this,
names. No, listen to me quickly.
They should do it
where they're
here.
giving you money to have a kid. So imagine you're going to keep getting married every time before the age of 25 and have how many kids before that age? So you can make a lot of money.
You can make a lot of money. That gives a whole...
Married, divorce,
I
married,
said
divorce,
this the
married,
other
divorce,
day last
married,
week.
divorce.
You can't make this up. I said it the other day. If all you're not going to do kiss the bride, just go, next. I told you.
So there's your next one, Dougal.
And I want to add something to this. Sold.
At 2.5.
Wow. Okay, well done. Shan. I'm going there.
Going there. So, Dougal, there's been sports is happening. Obviously,
Yes.
quite a bit where the sports scene is concerned, but yeah.
Yeah, now let's get to the serious business things because this is important. This is what we need to talk about. All right, so in no particular order where you want to touch base because we talk sports holistically.
Always kind of...
All right, so we go with cricket first.
That's
right. So
I know it's a touchy subject for you.
Yeah. There were people, the imposters really.
With the imposters.
You can't lose like this, man. That played Australia.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, the Oaks with the yellow, whoever they are. Second ODI, 123 runs. Now that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit.
Yeah,
But
that is massive.
There's hope. Not
Why?
now, but there's hope
Not
on
now.
the...
On the horizon.
Yeah, man. Look, building up to the World Cup, I don't know. But
Scary.
people are getting chance, but we've said enough about it. But anyway, so South Africa's lost both their games so far, but it's a
Yeah.
good practice against a strong Australian outfit. So let's
Yeah, they're
not.
good.
And also it gives us, you never know. Let's be honest about us. You don't know, are we? Do you know what I mean? Maybe eye blind.
Oh, like a cover up?
Do you know what I mean?
I see what
Yeah,
you're
maybe eye blind. That's what my lawyer told me to say. And so we'll see.
And you're sticking to that
Oh
story.
man, I want to stick to
And then
that.
I believe tennis, Dougal.
Oh, Djokovic.
Djokovic, yeah.
Brilliant. All hail King Novak.
Oh, there we go.
I
Yeah.
mean, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But it's a bitchy boring. No, it's boring. It's boring. It's the same thing. Oh, this guy, obviously, US Open, as far as the title goes, 24th Grand Slam single crowns. Okay, now you
24th.
Margaret Court, as the most it is, this is the nobody, no man singles has done that
Gee whiz.
in history,
History.
of
So
the
he's
game,
making history.
like ever.
Yeah.
And this is why I say it's not boring. It is really life-changing and it is really impressive. History is being made in our time.
In our time.
It's boring because it's been the same for the last, because it's like, there's no development.
already know who's gonna be
No,
winning.
it's backhand,
Yeah.
forward, backhand, forward, backhand. It's just, you know what I mean? And it all remains the same, deuce. So it's just... That's funny right there.
That was very funny to go.
So yeah, so that you know, that's how it is. But well done. No, it's truly impressive. I mean, we're messing about, but truly impressive. And then of course, Rhoda, your favorite team.
I was just gonna say your favorite team, Dougal.
They done it again.
They've done it again.
They've done it again. They played Namibia, and Bafana kept it scoreless against Namibia. Namibia couldn't score, and Bafana, oh goodness, they never score. It was the same, 0-0.
Right.
If you were there, you just went to go watch Oaks run and nothing.
wasted your
Could
money.
have watched the marathon.
No,
You could have watched Grand Prix.
exactly.
Because that's what it is. It's like a televised traffic jam. Who wants to watch that? So it was 0-0.
No.
And I have a theory. Did I say it the other day? I think they should play with rugby balls.
You said yeah. You told
Did I say it
yeah.
on the... I'm not sure. Maybe I told you off here. They play with rugby
think you
balls.
told me off
You know how a rugby ball, you run here, ball...
Yeah.
Imagine Bafana. There's already a dude there. There's already a dude there. I'm just thinking. So yeah, shame. With Bafana, we need to be patient.
Oh, a lot of patience, Dougal.
Rhoda, let me tell you something.
Yo,
I've
too
had
much.
this theory before. I've noticed this. When the Springboks aren't doing well, the cricket or Bafana are doing well. When the cricket is doing well, Bafana and the Springboks are doing well. When Bafana is doing well, the cricket and the Springboks are doing well. I've got a theory that this is an omen.
Oh my word, okay.
The Bafana people are passing their good vibes and the cricket people are passing their good vibes to the Bokke.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So Lupert's got the saying there.
That awkward moment when you're wearing Nikes and you can't.
Do it.
It's wrong, man. That's wrong.
Hubert, that's very funny. Just do it.
That's
No,
wrong.
Cannot do it.
No, but yeah.
Good one.
Look, we don't expect our teams. No, we don't expect our teams to win all the time. You're gonna have bad starts. You're gonna have, but we do expect intensity. You do expect pride. You do expect passion. You do expect commitment.
You're wearing that.
That is not
clear.
negotiable.
Yeah.
That is not negotiable.
Yeah.
Once you that's not negotiable at all.
Exactly.
But there is going to be always one better and worse than you. In Bafana's case, it's just, you know, I don't know what to do anymore. The cricket also, foi toch. But anyway, Rhoda, that was it with the Mickey Mouse Sports, as you call it. Let's go to where the world's playing right now, because
That's
it's
right.
World Cup, baby.
It's World Cup,
Yeah, so
baby.
finally it got underway, of course, just the other day it got underway. And we made predictions, we made
that's
selections
right.
as well with the team and everything like that.
Yeah.
Hubert says Bafana can't go to China because they got... Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah, Bafana
Oh, my
can't...
word.
Yeah,
Oh,
shame.
That's a good one.
Shame. Hey, God, cool.
So you saw the scores, you saw...
Yes.
I know you were working as well, but there was times you could try and watch some games.
Yes, I watched most games.
Oh, good.
Eventually, afterward, a lot of them post the game. I watched a lot of games. But we made predictions
That's right.
on where we were. And before we
Yeah.
get into the score, and obviously we'll talk about the book, let's see. So, France, the opening game. Firstly, the opening game. How emotional was that? But it was so lekker. It was just underway, eh? It was just lekker.
The game, or are you talking about the opening?
No, like the opening. I thought it was emotional because I wasn't crying,
are you
but I'm
talking
saying like
about-
exciting emotions, you know, because I was excited because it's finally here. It's getting underway,
Oh,
you know.
that.
Waiting, when is the
Okay,
World Cup
okay.
starting? You know,
Okay, okay.
And then eventually got underway, so it was like quite exciting. And I thought it was brilliant and everything. And then France against New
Sorry,
Zealand.
Google, can I just touch on that
Yes.
one quickly? So I didn't find it very impressive.
What, the opening ceremony?
opening
No,
ceremony.
I'm talking about the game. Who cares about that?
No, I thought you were talking about the opening. It was...
There was a person handing out the bread.
Yes, I don't know what actually was going down there. It was a bit confusing for me. I did see some
Yeah.
comments on social media as well. It was just weird. But I guess that everybody, for their own...
My
and
mother's
everybody-
into that thing.
Yeah.
My mother's into that thing. And then she goes, oh, how nice. How lovely. I'm like, get done. Let's
Get done, it was a
It's the
lot.
same with the Olympics. You just want to see the flame.
Exactly.
Because it's 6 hours. People walk around the thing. The countries come in. Half the countries you don't
Yeah.
even know. You know
so
what I
do
mean?
yourself, if you didn't see the opening, go do yourself a favor.
Yeah, I wanted the game to start. I'm talking about the game, not that. Yeah,
Not
the
that.
game.
Yeah, so back to the France and
Anyway,
New
so
Zealand.
then France, New Zealand. Okay, so a lot of talk
Oh.
about this, and everybody said New Zealand is. Do you know what? If ever the
supposed to have
French
won.
we said it here.
Yeah.
If ever the French had the best time to beat New Zealand, it was then.
It was then, yeah.
And let's be honest, man, you got to earn the right to beat New Zealand. New Zealand's just not-
Exactly.
This is probably the best performing sports team of all time on
Yeah,
the planet. You know what I mean?
exactly.
In terms of that brand.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So it was
outstanding.
quite shocking.
27-13 is how it ended up for the hosts.
For the host. Yeah.
27. We said France were going to beat New Zealand. We got it right, which means you got to listen to us.
I think
Alright.
I got it wrong. I said New Zealand.
Did you?
said France. I think I said
That's
New
fine, though.
Zealand.
No, we're a team.
Yeah.
I say we say.
So, okay, there we
But
go.
I'm glad
I've
you
got
opened
got
up
my
to
back.
the ones that mistakes you make.
Yeah, New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a funny game.
Yeah,
It's weird.
and well done to the French. Well done, and
Oh,
and I
yeah.
know there's a lot of
Oh,
New Zealand
yeah.
fans.
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
You don't have to worry, man. You don't have to worry about New Zealand. Don't worry about them
Yeah.
yet. They will.
We'll
New
see the
Zealand is
next
New
game.
Zealand. That's all we can say. They're New Zealand, right? Then the Saturday you had a couple of games. You had a big score. Italy against Namibia,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Cricket score.
Cricket score,
52-8.
52. Yes.
All right.
Massive.
We said Namibia.
We said Namibia just for the reason why it was because it's one of our African
Neighboring
countries. That's it.
We should have known better.
We should have known better.
But at the time, the Gears got us
The
and
better of
all
us,
of
yeah.
this. And Alistair could say, obviously, the coach, Torsten van Jaarsveld is still there. Brilliant. But be as it may, Italy, young team, dynamic, blah, blah, blah. They were always going to win. So well done. It was a huge game on Saturday, a lot of big scores. Then
It
the
was
Irish
massive
came
scores.
out, number one
Oh
ranked team in the
my
world.
word.
Fractionally, as of this morning when the new rankings came out. If South
Seriously.
Africa beat Scotland by 60 points, boy, I think it was a bigger points gap, we would have been number one as me
Are
and
you
you
serious?
speak. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
the rankings came out
Didn't know
earlier
that.
today, and it's fractionally. So South Africa went up by like 0 point what. I can't quite remember what I read in the middle hours of this morning. But the point is Ireland against Romania, and the score was
that
huge.
score.
Another cricket score, 82-8.
82-8.
82-8.
It's humongous.
82-8. And the Irish
Yo.
look proper.
Oh, they played a brilliant game.
Shown why they're number one in the world? Proper.
Definitely.
Honestly proper. Honestly
Definitely.
proper. Australia also wanted to
Georgia.
make a big score again.
Yeah.
They play Georgia. And I've got a cousin. Her name is Georgia. So, okay. Australia beat cousin. 35-15. Well done.
Yeah.
We called those. We called those. We stuffed up on the Italy-Namibia game.
We stuffed on that one.
Then we made another mistake. Italy,
Yeah.
England and Argentina.
And Argentina, we also made a
we gave
mistake.
Argentina because of the Southern Hemisphere thing.
Exactly.
And the RGs, well, yeah, okay, England won. With 14 Oaks, the one guy got sent off, and then they just dropped gold the whole day.
Gee whiz.
They dropped gold the whole day. I know people like Rangers, but Mr. Ford just kept kicking, man. You know what I mean? This bro was on a wild track. He dropped gold. He almost did that whole Jannie de Beer thing of like a million kicks. But anyway, yeah, Jannie de Beer's record is still safe, but he did it. England there 27-10.
Yeah.
Japan, Chile,
Chile.
we called, so we made two mistakes. England, Argentina. Japan, Chile, we called. We said Japan was going to win.
Yeah.
Well done. Japan winning the hot vegetable, Chile. And then let's move on to some of the other games before we talk about the box, because Wales and Fiji, did you watch that?
I watched that. Nail
In the
biting.
nick of time.
Oh my word. What a game. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
And we were rooting for Fiji, yeah?
I was yeah.
We made a mistake there.
Yeah.
So the sea creatures won, Wales.
Yeah.
The sea creatures
dragons.
won there, Wales. Yeah, so they won there, but right at the end.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of points to talk about, a lot of things to talk about. Like, I don't know, what do you think? Like, we will talk about the ref and all of that, but first let's gloat here. Scotland, 3 points.
Yeah.
South Africa, 18, as I'm sure everybody knows.
Yeah. Which was low.
World Cup is off to a flyer. All right, so many things to talk about cricket.
So many.
So let's quickly do this, and we still got to announce our winner.
Yeah.
And
Don't
tell you
forget.
how to be in for the next
The
one.
next one, yeah.
What did you make of the game, South Africa versus Scotland?
Disappointing first off. Extremely disappointing. I'm sorry, but our forwards wasn't scrumming. I've never seen our forwards being scrummed.
Scotland is tough.
It is tough, but I'm sorry, Dougal. Guys are tougher. I'm sorry. So it was very disappointing. But you know what? When they came back on the second half, I could see that there was a whip that was taken out, and some people were basically.
Do you know what, Rhoda? Your eye is good.
Yeah, it was frustrating.
Must be the glasses.
Must be the glasses.
Because that question, I watched the post-match conference with Jacques Nienaber and Siya Kolisi.
Yeah.
And that was actually posed to them.
Yeah.
Your forwards played you intensity level, and it was true, and that was the thing that was told. But in defence, though, Scotland, hell of a team. In fact, their scrum coach is Peter de Villiers, that used to be the forwards coach here. So,
Exactly.
so that not to be Peter, not to be confused with Bok Mentor Peter. So that was it. So they're very, very good. Obviously, got half South Africans anyway in their team.
I was just going to ask you that, Dougal. But don't you think that we're actually playing against a lot of South Africans?
Yeah, we're taking over,
because
baby.
We're taking over, baby.
But it's all got to do with when the Martians want to play us. And this is really what it's about.
And it's going to be where it changes.
Yeah. Before you know it, we're going to throw out money for weddings. The whole point is, our defence was outstanding. It was super outstanding.
It was brilliant.
Scotland, we're talking about the first best team here.
Yeah.
And I've been reading a lot about it. Everybody's been saying we've been suffocating them and we stranglehold them and all of that. I know people are going to talk about Mani Lebok.
I was going to ask you about that one now. I was going to ask you.
I tell you what, like you, watching the ball is overrated. Listen, that is the brilliance. And there it is. There it is. It doesn't look. Curtly Arendse, you beaut.
Beautiful.
But listen, I could watch that over and over again. Here's the thing. How's that in your face? Because you kick and you like, what?
Exactly like what? Boom!
It's like boom.
Yeah.
In the face.
Exactly.
So there was the in the face moment. You said to me a moment ago, when he kicks for post, he should also look away. You gotta have a jab, Mani. Now you deserve the jab. You left points on the table. You deserve the jab. I love you, but All right.
True.
Am I worried about his kicking ability? No. I must tell you, in the post-match conference, Siya Kolisi, Jacques Nienaber, the question was asked, Mani Lebok, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And
so the question was asked.
And his response was, not if he gets banned in the match, I'm not concerned. That's what the coach said. Then went on to answer other stuff. Sia jumps in the post and says, sorry, I just want to address the Mani Labok issue because this keeps getting popped up.
Yes, exactly.
And he says, listen, we're a team. Not everybody is 100% all the time. So if he doesn't do it well, he does other things brilliantly in terms of marshalling the troops, the kick. This is it, just orchestrating the whole show. And he goes, there's other guys who can kick. Cheslin, Fav, anybody can step up. And then Sia goes, this is never I, it's always we. If he misses, we don't care. We just do what we got to do.
Sure.
And then I thought to myself, if this is what the captain is saying, yes, that's a leader. It's a truly inspiring human. If that's what the captain is saying, then whom am I now to moan about it?
You're making me feel bad.
I make you feel bad because your score was also wrong. And and this is what it's
I'm
about.
always gunning for Labok for his kicking.
But I'm
brilliant
telling you,
player, but for the polls.
And then when I thought to myself, when the coach really said, yeah, if he's better than the match, who cares? Exactly. Now it's about knockout rugby. I said to you the other day, I believe the South African team is designed for one thing and to win the World Cup.
Win the World Cup, exactly.
I will... Yeah, I don't want to say big deals here, but you know what I mean. Doesn't matter where we go. There's the score that we predicted, obviously.
Yeah.
And it is for us time now to reveal.
We weren't even close there.
But
wait, there's something else I wanted to ask you because this was something that was bothering me and I saw it going crazy on social media as well. The jersey color, Dougal. I'm so proud about this green. And then my team runs up for the very first match and they're wearing, what is that, the turquoise?
Turquoise, yeah.
Turquoise,
which is not even a real word.
Yes.
And how you decide what's not a real word, if you've got a stutter and you can't say it, then it doesn't sound.
So that was, what do you think about it?
So, well, a lot of people said that it was that. You say what you told. You're the one who told me that.
So apparently, they said no, it's Checker sponsored. Shame, man. You know that 60 seconds, like that?
60,
yeah. When you get your groceries delivered.
Every 60 seconds, people were like, ugh. No.
So, yeah, the jersey.
It's one of the away strips. Yeah, it's one of the away strips.
Was it one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously there's like a whole wide, there's many, whatever, shocking colors normally. But so holistically, obviously by Tuesday last week, the announcement came that South Africa was playing in the away kit. Now, where the confusion came in and a lot of people talking about, it is the world champs. They should have things. Now, so there's also World Rugby's got this ruling by 2025 in terms to aid people who are visually impaired or have difficulty in terms of distinguishing color. South Africa and the All Blacks won't play their traditional colors of black and black and the green and gold anymore. So whoever's playing away is playing the alternative bit, right? So that will happen. Anyway, so that is the first bit. But that is years from now in progress. Okay, this is kind of with us. So go back now to the Friday night game where France is playing the All Blacks.
Yeah.
World Cup's taking place in France. Home team is France. France plays in the alternative strip. All Blacks played in their traditional way.
Traditional way, yeah.
Another confusing point is when the scores are on the board, South Africa read first. Reads first on the score, that's home team. Away team is there. We played in the alternative, so it's completely confusing. And here's the simple answer. It is a World Cup, which means it is neutral. So it's a coin toss. So the French team on Friday night went into the away dressing room. Wore the alternative strip. Likewise with South Africa. That's why it happened.
You are so clever, Dougal.
Yes, I had to go look at myself because I was also, I was doing that as well.
Exactly.
So that is really the answer.
That is nice. Good to know.
And that does make sense. And it kind of does make sense because it's a World Cup thing. So, but also, it's a progressive move from World Rugby in terms of inclusion.
I was going to say inclusion, yeah. Because come to think of it, just mentioning that now. I mean, if you colorblind and you seeing just light and dark, so you can't see black.
So it's gonna go light,
green, basically.
Lighter, yeah. It's gonna. But the point is, the point is. So going forward, does it really matter to me as a Springbok supporter if my team runs out in white or yellow or pink or blue? No, I know who they are.
For me, it does.
Does it?
Yes. Because I'm so over this T-shirt. I am
but
so over this.
you're wearing it in the stands and at home.
Yes.
As long as the score, Rhoda, as long as the scoreboard. Look at how many times, I see what you mean. How many times Bafana Kids has changed? I see what you mean. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh dear. Oh no.
Stick to the color.
Oh.
To your color.
Somebody once said to me, "Oh no," and it was like, and they, you know, when people are like disappointed, they go, "Oh no," and they do that, and I think they actually said, "Baby." Oh no, baby. Then you know it.
You know it.
All right, so we predicted the scores. Now,
Yes.
of course, this is exciting time. So people entered. Well done if you
Yes,
entered.
well done.
Well done if you were completely wrong, of course, and completely far out. Some people even sent in letters, numbers, people, scores. Anyway, that's what you're going to do. So we're going to do this for the South African game. Some prizes that is going to be one. We're going to announce the winner. And of course, we will do one for the next one.
Yes.
Now, before we get to any of that and what our predictions will be, let me just tell you the prize.
Yes,
Yes.
Google.
So the prize is super fantastic. Rhoda, talk us through this.
Yes, there we go. As you can see, it's a bag. Let me just get to the name, Google. The Manfrotto bag. So, especially photographers out there, you will know this bag. It's quite a pricey one, but you can use it for your laptop as well, guys, not just your camera. So, it's quite smart, quite nifty. Yeah, so it's really good. Well done, Google. Google, you may not take it home.
And this is the prize.
That is the prize.
This is what they call presenting.
You take it down, you can see it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Bafana scores like this. And this is presenting a prize. There it is.
So we've got a winner, Google.
We do.
Yes, we do. So we had a few coming in, and I believe it was a DM that came through, basically, on the prediction. And our winner is, if we may say, Anthony Bota.
Yay! Well done, man.
Congratulations.
Closest to it.
There we go. That is yours.
Fantastic.
We will contact you, if you can again, DM us again, and then we'll be able to make arrangements to get the bag to you.
Yeah, so as simple as that. Well done, Anthony. There we go. This is a nice bag.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you've
why I
seen
said
it now.
Google.
This is what you missed out on.
That's what you missed out on, guys. Send in your scores. Send in your... Yeah.
So we're going to do another one, and of course, this is like a great opportunity. Imagine now, because I know there's businesses watching this, Rhoda,
Exactly,
and they go,
yeah.
"Oh, well, let's be fun. We're all with a book, yes?
Yeah.
Maybe you've got a prize that you know what I mean, like biltong. And if somebody want to offer biltong, let's not put it as a prize. Let's just do it between, you know what I mean, me and you.
No, Dougal.
No, but for me. And, you know, maybe you just want to give a prize.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We will come. Yeah, it
We'll
will be great.
welcome it,
Talk
yeah,
to you about me on
definitely.
the show.
Exactly. We'll
Do
give you
something.
some
Get in
airtime.
touch. Get in touch. Get in touch. And thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We will give you some airtime there.
Yeah,
so,
so-
Dougal, have you got your prediction?
So, yeah,
Next
first things
game.
first. All right, so
Woo!
you've got to get your scores in
Yes.
before the kickoff of the next game.
Yeah.
You can't be like Rhoda who sends the score. Okay, now she didn't do it. But I know she tried to enter twice because I saw the name and I know that pseudonym. I know that.
It was me. So, guys, there was somebody that tried to, while the match was on, actually, somebody sent in the score. Guys, come now.
No, you can't
Cut
say the
off. We've
score
got a
now and again.
cut-off. We've got a cut-off.
Yeah, so before the kickoff, score's got to be it. Your prediction has got to be it. And also be clear in who gets
Exactly,
what.
who
Don't
gets-
give 24-6. Who's
And we
got
don't know
24-6?
who's the winner. Yeah.
And then go, the ref's got 6. 20, you got to say who's playing. But we're looking at
Yeah.
South African games.
South Africa again.
So the next game, and before we make our predictions
Yeah.
in terms of the fixtures, so our next upcoming game, what is going to be your score prediction?
So, we're not going to say who. Are we just
Oh,
going to do
Romania. We're
I
playing
was just going
Romania.
to say we're playing Romania,
On
people.
Sunday coming.
On Sunday.
What is your score prediction for
Sorry.
Romania against Sunday? I remind you, Ireland beat them 82.
I was just going to say 82-8 Ireland
Romania.
against South Africa.
What do you
So-
say, Rhoda?
Me, so I kind of sat with it, looking at exactly the game as well, and then looking at the score that was there. My prediction, again, Romania 8.
Again?
Yes, and South Africa 60. And the reason why is because there's some key players there that it's not there, and it's bothering me a bit.
Would you think they're going to arrest people?
Whew, yes, I think so. Because of the fact it's Romania.
Okay, all right.
And it's bothering me.
How much
Please
you
don't
say?
do that. Please don't do that.
How much you say?
60 for South Africa, 8 for Romania.
Okay. And then my score, I've got no idea. I go high. 80, man.
You reckon?
Yeah. a point a minute, baby. So I've made a score, and my score was quite high.
You can put our scores up there. Let's see our predictions.
So it was 80 odd, and
I think you said 10, if I'm not mistaken.
6, 10, 80.
Oh, yeah, was it 16?
Yeah. 83. I'm going to go 83 Springboks because Thingy scored 82. We're going to score 1 more points difference. We're going to score 83, and I'm going to give them 6.
Yeah. So what was it?
83-6.
83-6.
83-6 is my prediction, and you are 68.
There we go.
My prediction might be a little wrong if Mahala kicks.
And this is my bigger fear as well. Because if we can have a lot of penalties, because of the pressure that we're going to put on Romania, they're going to make a lot of penalties, which means we need to kick the ball, Dugan. And if we can't kick the ball, Dugan...
I'm bold. Because that shows we're
stress
better
levels,
than the...
I can't handle.
And this is we're going to flex our depth muscle. 83-6, watch, it's going to be a huge score. In fact, can I change it? I want to say South Africa's going to hit 100.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay, let's leave it there for now. But during the game, it changes to 100.
And did you see how Fafi was kicking? Oh, man.
I couldn't because he kept doing that. You know, I'm like, what fucking man?
Yeah.
So,
looking forward to the game, Dougal. I'm looking forward to the game.
Oh, and then people were talking about the whole traffic light system. Did you see that?
Oh, yes.
Somebody was saying to me, what is that, a bowl of custard and jelly? And I was like, what? And I missed it the first time. Yeah, I missed it the first time, the traffic light system.
The red one, and then there was a yellow one.
Everybody was... Yeah, and they explained it. Like, obviously, with the communication channel, medical people talking, so it's what it means. You know, the yellow means something, yellow, green, blah, blah, blah. So they don't consume the air.
To me, it kind of looked
channel.
like when they showed the yellow one, it showed...
Yeah. Maybe whatever it means.
Whenever I saw that,
they say it doesn't mean that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
But yeah. Yeah, but it's a bit, of course, now. 10 days. He's going to miss, though, just because of shoulder injury. It's fine. He wasn't going to play anyway on Saturday. The campus announced, so he was going to be arrested anyway. So 10 days, so hopefully he's in good nick because the next game after this one on Sunday will be against the Irish. And
and that we need all our guys. Oh, we need them up top of their game.
The squad is fantastic. The pool depth is there.
Exactly.
It's brilliant.
It's beautiful.
It doesn't matter. And I promise you it doesn't matter. The only time it matters if the calls come like who's going to kick. So when you
that's my stress level goes up.
Yeah, but there's enough people in the Springbok.
There's more than enough.
If you get a call, somebody phoning you, private number, don't answer.
What?
Might be the Bafana.
And the reason for that, Dougal?
They need players. Be as it may. So you got to get your answers in. Game is on Sunday.
Guys. Get them in.
Game is in on Sunday, and of course there'll be a fantastic prize up for offers, likewise the one Anthony has walked away with. Exactly. So very simple. Direct message Nickay Productions, social media platforms. The WhatsApp it on 082-316-7910. Those are the numbers, yeah. That is how you get in touch. You've got to get your prediction in before the kickoff on Sunday, all right?
And so, we can see the time, guys. We can see the times you're sending the messages.
Yeah, man.
Please, man.
But send it, and share it, and tell your chummies. Yes. Tell your chummies. And maybe you're sitting there now honestly going like, listen, let's make it a big thing. Let's put some prizes towards this. Let's get it going. Then please, direct message us as well. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah. All right, so get it in. So there's the schedules of the matches coming your way, of course. And as you can see, things are heating up. The pools are shaping up a little bit. One or two teams that will only play their first games within the next couple of days. But that's all coming. But things are shaping up. Things are shaping up.
Exciting
South Africa, because this is why people kept saying this is like a knockout. Because now South Africa, I mean, you've got to give them a fair chance against. No disrespect against Romania, but if ever you wanted a sick note, Romanian.
This is the time.
Romanian people,
Have you seen how this Bokke tackle? You know, I said when I was watching the game, I said, you know what, they actually gave them the wrong animal. They mustn't be called Bokke, they're supposed to be called lions. Because did you see how all of them as a pack go into one person? Ow! I get extremely excited when I see that.
But this is what it's about. We can help everybody. Think about it this. If you're a Romanian rugby player, all you got to do, just be like Tabu Bester. And I try to get away because it's tickets. It's done. And if you're going to be there too long, it's like Bafana.
And you're not going to get bail.
The lessons are there. Nobody's going to pay you 2,500 for a marriage. That's all there. That's
and
all
that's
there.
a wrap to go.
That is it. So once again, well done to our winner, Anthony. Fantastic. Closest to the score. The scores are in. You've seen our scores, our predictions, of course. Easy peasy to get it through to us. We'll have those details there at the bottom of how you can get in touch with us. So send the answers in. Do not follow Rhoda's example. I think that score is very far out.
It was very far out. It was. I did bad.
You did well, actually. And also the fact that you're very impressive with, like, you picked up the pack, wasn't playing liquor.
Yeah, they were irritating
All right.
me.
But we definitely, we still winning the World Cup.
Well, we definitely winning the World Cup, Dougal. But there we go. 68, there's my one, Dougal. It's going to be that one.
Your score looks a lot better than mine.
You're going to stick to your one. No, Dougal, stick to your one. There's your one. Leave your one.
I never said 83.6.
You
That's
said
a lie.
83.6. I'm a witness. There's a lot of other witnesses here.
No, the person.
68
I've
is
seen
going
the
to
guy
be
who
the score.
types. He typed like that.
You're saying made a mistake instead of the...
People say type he claw.
Guys, send in those predictions. Stand a chance to win a prize.
Get your scores in, man. Tell your friends and all you got to do is, of course, like and share. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a lucky week, guys. See you. Bye.
Until next time. Bye.